Hello and welcome back to C-Train Station. I'm C-Train and this is the makeshift station, as you can see. It's a good Sunday. Hope everybody's had a wonderful weekend, watch some good sports. How about a nice feel-good story? Yeah? Okay. So I've been a coach for pretty much like my whole life. I started out coaching my little sister's soccer team when I was like 16 years old. Have coached a community college soccer team, lots of like recreational soccer, lots of recreational sports. Let me tell you a really cool, uplifting story. A couple of years ago, I was the manager at an indoor soccer center in Oregon, or an indoor sports center, and there was like a big old, like a multi-purpose field. But I want to talk about indoor soccer a little bit, and kids, youth indoor soccer. As I was the oldest coach there, and pretty much like one of the oldest employees there, I was in charge or responsible for some of like the special needs kids, maybe like the kids that needed a little bit more attention or direct coaching. And a lot of the other coaches were like 17 and 18 years old. I'm in my 30s, so I was like a little bit, I had more experience. And there was a little boy, and we're just going to call him T. And T had been in foster care for his whole life. And his foster parents came up to me and were like, you know what? This is T. He has not had it very easy. And he lives outside of town. And he's never played soccer. And he doesn't have any friends. So I was like, you've come to the right place. I was like, guess what? Sports is all about, it's like you can make friends through sports. Soccer, you can be happy playing it as well. You've come to the right place. Immediately, T was like the nicest kid ever. Always called me Mr. C-Train or, Mr. Coach, Mr. I was like, what? You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. And he would he was just the best. He ran so inspired. And he'd never played before. He ran like he was shot out of a cannon. I don't like to make militaristic any type of analogies, but he did. He ran just with such conviction. He was amazing. I put him on the nicest team. But unfortunately, they were horrible. And they didn't win any games. So the last game, I'm like, T, let's switch things up. Let's get you a little bit of glory. We're going to put you on the team that hasn't lost a game. You can have some fun. I told a couple of players, the more talented players on that team who hadn't lost a game, hey, this is T. Let's get him a couple goals. Let's get him some on-the-field momentum as well, because he hadn't seen victory on the field. T proceeded for the first half, he was like loafing around on the field. He looked like Lionel Messi when the game was actually on the line. Like the loafing thing. And I'm sorry, I get it. Messi won with Argentina. That's it, though. I'm talking about every other big game. You know what I mean. He was like loafing. What's wrong, T? What's up? T says, this isn't my team. I was like, yeah, I know. You're like, I'm a team that's going to win and crush everybody else. It's like that. That's not what it's about, man. That's like my family. My team's like, those are my friends. I get it. I got it. When I shut my mouth for 1 second, Coach C-Train shut his mouth for 1 second and learned something. It's not all about winning or losing. And that there can be things that you can gain that are greater victories than what's on a scoreboard. That score, that number 30, it does represent a lot to me, okay? Represents essentially like half black Jesus, okay? But it is just a number. 30 is just a number. But that team, I thought it was just a team, and I thought that they weren't even that great of a team. Full of good people, right? But it wasn't just a team. It was camaraderie. It was a band of companions and friends. And to T, it was his family. So sometimes it's not all about that scoreboard. And sometimes there are a whole heck of a lot of things more important than sports. Good story, right? I switched T back to his old team, and he lost valiantly. And I think he actually scored a goal with his bad team. And we love that. Everybody's happy, smiles all around. Hopefully this sort of made everybody's day or helped improve somebody's day. I'm going to hopefully get a lot more inspirational stories, some cool ones. But this is just one from Coach C Train's Corner. Have a wonderful rest of the evening.